Welcome back. We're going to continue with Sunless Sea. Yeah, this is significantly different than ours because this is over here. Salt lions are way more south. Oh, right. So what did we do last time? We progressed. I don't think there was anything else we could do in here, right? Yeah. We got our gun. That's what it was. Yeah, we went to Iron Republic. Well, we went from Adam's Way, Isle of Cats. We gave the gift. Got the key. Didn't do anything with the key. Then we went to Rosegate. Yeah, to get rid of our terror. Repaired ourselves because yeah. And then yeah, Iron Republic to Station 3, Mount Palmerston to get stuff. Yeah. Oh, and we also got the Clottery Heart of the ice, and now it's in Port Cornelian. But we're probably not going to swap anytime soon. But good to know that we have that. And we only have 3 more spots left on the map to clear up, which is great. We can't enter this. Oh, we have the fast one. Yeah, okay. Okay. We could try and hunt the mountain, though I don't know where it is. We can go check out the Chapel of Lights. Where was that place that person needed you? Where were we supposed to go for that? Chapel of Lights. Is there anything we can gather intelligence? That's a port report. Nightmare. Provide seasoning, tin service. We don't really need to do any of that. Oops. We needed to go somewhere for you, and then I forgot. I click. Oh no, we just needed to speak to you, right? Captain, may I speak with you in private? His voice is dull. His sigil throbs, red as embers in the neath gloom. His forgotten crime. He hands you his confession, retrieved from Void's approach. Please, read. The navigator's confession. A square of paper folded into quarters to make a booklet. Read the first page. To whom it may concern, I hereby record my full and honest confession in the hopes of absolution in her enduring majesty's service. Her. Oh, London. I guess the queen? But we don't really have a queen. So I have to read one. Why does it? Okay, whatever. In May, my brother Richard and I took service on the Bonnie Swan. He is a bosun. I am navigator. He as bosun. I as navigator. The captain, Swinburne, was a good man, but ambitions. When we reached King Eater's castle, our supplies were low, but we pressed on in the hope of finding land. There was none. Speak to the sigil-ridden navigator to hear his confession. Read the second page. Our stores nearly depleted. We turned back and here commit the first of my crimes. I mistook my reading and set a bad course. For days we steamed northwest, not west, into the empty dark. Our supplies ran out and still no sign of port. Hunger set in, and terror. And what I pray was madness. Ravening, a desperate raving. We agreed to draw lots, and the loser gave up life and flesh, so the others could go on. The first of us drew the short straw was the captain. The second was my brother, my dear solemn, solid Richard. There were more after. 7 times we drew. 7 of our numbers went into the pot, and not one of them quietly. Those of us who made it back to port swore never to speak of our crimes, but one of us, someone with a keener conscience than mine, confessed. I fled the noose to Z again. I regret it all. I will do anything, please. Fourth page. Here he scribbled his later notes when the Admiralty failed to select him for absolution through his service. You did not answer. If I cannot be forgiven, I will forget. Chapel of Lights will help me for a price. His eyes meet yours when you look up from the paper. They are dull as old iron. I am done, Captain. I am done. I have one last thing to ask of you. His last request, the truth has broken him. Parting ways. He buries his face in his hands. Even if I could remember, I would not want to. But it is not only a matter of time until then. But it is only a matter of time until this. He runs a hand over his sigil. Take something I can't do without. Maybe I will forget how to breathe, or which way is north. Perhaps I will strand us all at sea again, and it'll be oath of silence and straws in the dark. Be rid of me, Captain. Put me ashore somewhere I can be forgotten. Your sigil-ridden navigator wishes to retire. Speak to him to learn where he might find peace. So we can ask where he would like to disembark. Leave me on Codex, where my silence won't be questioned. Or at the Emperor of Hands, where no one will care. Or we can suggest another option. It would be a release for him of a sword, and it has a certain sanguine poetry. I don't want to get rid of you. You are my best first officer, right? First officers. 6 and 3. 6 and 3. Never mind, you're the exact same, because you're both boasted by 9, so not really. But still. Suggest another... Oh, no, I don't want to do that. We can ask him about disembarkment. Choices. You have heard what the mute exiles on Codex reward, and you have heard that the mute exiles on Codex reward anyone who brings them new initiative. They pay with secrets of fire. There will be no such recompense from the apes of Port Stanton, but your navigator offers to leave you his tools, chart, and notebook in return for his passage. Abandon your navigator Codex to earn a valuable item, or at Port Stanton in the Emperor of Hands for a lesser reward, but an increase in your mirrors. Or perhaps there's another less pleasant option. Okay. So we could actually finish that plot line, I guess. Oh, I guess I can have my light on. Doesn't really matter all that much. By just dropping them off in Codex. I think I kind of want to do that, actually, now that we have the other. And he gives us an item of some type. Secret fire. Yeah, we have another first officer. A good first officer. We can do that. I'm surprised I didn't run into the mountain. Oh well. So we can drop him off here at least. We'll do that. Give him what he wants. Seeing as I did say I wanted to complete all their quest lines, so... Oh, there's a lifeguard. You have shops? You do, but not good ones. Okay. We can acquire a doomed monster hunter. This one was waiting all her life for a single answer. Give her that answer and she will be ready to lay down her life. I think these are so that if you die, it's like another life, essentially. Compile a port report. Trade loans for 3 unread logs. I can do that, actually. I have a bunch of lamentable relics. Offer the shivering monkeys a lamentable relic. They will lay it before their mournful shrine. In exchange, they offer Z-stained logbooks from a battered chest. Religion and science. An irritable monkey snatches the relics and cradles it in the matted fur of its chest. Another, from a cautious distance, flings 3 logbooks at you, one after another. Each is filled with scientific field notes. This one of Z sounding, this one of angular crab behavior, and this one cataloging the fossilized sigils of the codex. You lost 1 lamentable relic. You now have 3 unreadable logs. That's all for now. Allow your navigator to join the mute exiles. The stones of the codex crawl with sigils. Your navigator steps into the enfolding silence of the glum gray shore. His tattoo shivers like a nestling gull. Goodbye. One of the mute exiles brings him a loaf of brown algae bread. Another gives him a chipped jug of water. The navigator does not thank you or say goodbye. From the moment he sets foot on the isle, he does not speak at all, but he takes your hand in his briefly before turning to the exile's cave. As you leave, one of the exiles tugs at your sleeve. He leads you to an unmarked stone the size of the church Bible. Produces a chisel and hammer from his robe, strikes the stone 3 times. 3 times. It splits in half. Inside, a sigil the color of quartz glistens, trapped in the stone like a fossil. The exile gestures at you to take it. You no longer have any of this sigiled rigid navigator. Navigators join the mute exiles. Each day his pain is a little worse. You now have 1 searing enigma. Mysteries are fire, truth burns. Which we could then turn into a doomed monster hunter, which we probably want to do, because I feel like death is coming. We have played close to it a few times, so we could try this. A cracked voice. Thank you. This is what I needed. This is enough. She coughs rackingly. I've waited so long to speak, and now I have nothing at all to say. Quickly then, find me death. Find me my death. You lost 1 searing enigma. You now have 1 doomed monster hunter. Doomed monster hunter. The monster hunter winnows the lesser terrors from the true. She has slain that which makes a light in the deeps, eaten its flesh in remembrance of a certain feast of the Z, and fashioned her weapon with its remnants. She was human once, but this monster hunter is ready for a glorious end. Icarus in black awaits. I don't know what that means. I can't do anything with them. Okay. Now we need to change my officer to you. Soft-spoken and a little mystical. How does she see? We need searing enigma to talk to her. At last. Yeah, okay. I don't know how to get good searing enigmas in a normal fashion. I might look that up. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, we can kill Lightberg. I haven't killed one in a while. Plus, we have a new gun to try. Oh, interesting. Sends out like a... It charges faster, I think. Supposedly not. Interesting though. Destroy the Lifeberg. Concentrate on replenishing supplies. No, treasure. 1 hunting trophy. 2 outlandish artifacts. Dark fragments. Fragments gleam like obsidian in the depth of the ice. Their glossy blackness recalls Mount Nomad, the predatory terrain feature which haunts the blackness of void's approach. What is the connection? Predatory terrain feature which haunts the blackness of void's approach. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I guess I can go to the Wither. I'm here anyhow. Might as well. I don't think there's anything I can do in... Obtaining. Frostbound. Okay. Wither. Shops. Oh, I can buy mutter salt here. Oh, good to know. We also sell a bunch of stuff that I don't really need. Only 100? That's terrible. The House of the Question. Have I done this? I have. I can gain Salt's attention with a secret on Z story. 10 echoes. Ask about the drowned man. The Nisha of the house are reluctant to speak of him, but you may be able to bribe them enough to gain a few tenuous snippets. We can try that. The law and loss. The drowned man's brother, I, and sisters gave him to the knives and Lacree. Here, we have no Lacree. Only snow. Snow comes from the north. Lacree comes from pain. We have it a little easier. Okay. Wither. We can gather intelligence. We can shore leave. The folks of Wither are quiet and sly. Quiet and sly and mystical. They subsist on cave fish and dust burrow. Nah. I mean, we're good on terror, I think. Explore the town. The wind speaks. You fall into the reverie as you wander the shore. There are words in the wind, a story of sorts. Of a gate in the north, of a pale light that began there, of a drowned light that will end there, of a high wilderness that other ships may sail. You lift your eyes. On the wall of the salt works, someone has scrawled, "Is there a sea more sunless?" Unchanged. You now have Z Storm's attention. That's all. Name. So nothing all that important. Farming tips. Captain can quickly trade for Searing Enigma by buying Dreadsun for 9 Searing Enigma at House of Pleasures in the Republic, and selling it for 10 Searing Enigma at Wind Calling in Irene. Needless to say, one will need 9 Searing Enigma beforehand. Bats. Which is better? I have a lot of... I guess we just get rid of the tear. We can stop at Vendor, right? Sorry, I'm still reading of what in the world to do with it. Okay, Tomb Colonies, explore Vendibrite. We can talk to you. I don't think we have anything. No, we can't. We don't have anything we could give you. What about you? Simple today's special. Doesn't matter. Explore Vanderbright. Memory of distant shores. And gather gossip. I guess I could do this now. 12 supplies. View your objectives, but I don't see the point of doing it, I guess. It's possible to buy Searing Enigma at Wind Come Calling in Irem for 1,665 echoes by buying 5 extraordinary implications and trading them for a Searing Enigma. This is mostly the most expedient way to gain Searing Enigma and the most expensive. Okay, so we can just buy them, I guess. Looted skull her. Mean pickings. Honey. Otherwise, we have to go... We're essentially trading over and over again. With Judgment's Egg and at least 50 mirrors, one can brave the coarse doors of Frostbound at the end of the journey. One can hatch an egg for a Searing Enigma. Yeah, no, not good, because then we lose points. Then summon defeat. And loot Mount Nomad. Each victory will grant a captivating treasure. And useful for making heirlooms at Mount Nomad's heart and +1 to iron. One could trade the Mount Nomad's heart for a Searing Enigma each in Clanate, resulting in an arguably decent trade of roughly +1 iron and Enigma for 1,000 echoes plus repair costs. Take note that repair costs is more than just 100 gold, depending on how far you are from your planned stop to London. Needing repairs may mean having to skip other encounters. For comparison, you could kill a Lorn Flux, sell its core, covering 500 of the 1,665 echoes from Arim, and gain 3 secrets in the process. This way you need extra 165 echoes but get 2 extra secrets and take much less damage in the process. Okay. For those with the access to the submarine, though, the best message is possibly killing Dawn Flux. Requires a pages check, 100 for 100% chance, and the creature will deal some damage before it does go down. Decent ranged attack. About 30 HP per hit. IIRC. You're a wiki. What do you mean, if I recall correctly? Has 500 HP and a ram attack for 80 HP. Engage with Cossin on Corvette. Don't engage on anything weaker than that. But it's by no means a boss, and with good enough stats on a good enough ship doesn't pose any serious threat. Or one shot 7 C. I don't know what that means. Can be traded for an apple. Can be traded for Doom. Okay, I do want to learn what Doom Monster Hunter is. Rare trades good item. The Monster Hunter. Doom Hunter. Usage. Serve as ammunition for Icarus and Black, dealing massive damage to ZBs. Hull damage to enemy ships is substantial, but not high enough to warrant the exorbitant cost of a doomed monster hunter. What in the world is Icarus and Black? Ship equipment item that equips to forward and fires doomed monster hunters. It can be obtained from the teetering artifactor in Iron Republic. I'm sorry, what? There's a gun. Oh, it does 500 life damage. That would be why. Yeah. Okay. So that's the one in Iron Republic that shoots, or that says it's super expensive. Yeah. That is cool. So I have no reason for the Doomed Monster Hunter, because I'm not gonna do that. Also, we didn't get tax people, so we're good. Oh, that's new. The brass assembly. Boarding action. A sudden boil of bodies at the rail. While the sailors are sighing over the sights of London, armed foreigners have slipped on up the side of the ship. They wear tight-fitting dark uniforms and carry complicated multiplicities of blades. The Presbyterian adventuress curses apologetically. Out of time, she says. Give her up. Assassins from the college. Yes, they're here for me. No, I didn't mean it. Yes, they're right to be cross. If you want to give me up, that's fair. She offers you her pistol. I'd listen to her, one of the assassins add, in perfect English. This is a sacred duty. We'll pay you for a sacred price. Nah, fight to preserve her. What's a gang of unexpected assassins between friends? Have at them. 60% chance. A furious defense. The assassins fight furiously and in near silence. Your crew sunders the silence with yells and shots, and the adventurers outdoes them all with whoops of fierce delight. At last you drive the assassins back over the side. You take to their corrals and wisps into the night. The casualties are lighter than you feared. All right, the adventuress says, lowering her blade. All right. Oh, and thanks. She adds, almost as an afterthought. You succeeded in the irons challenge. You gained 1 iron. You helped the Presbyterian adventurers survive an attack by her assassins. You lost 1 crew. Speak to the Presbyterian adventuress. All's well, Captain. Did you need something? Oh, this is just talking to her, yeah. Ask the adventuress why you've been ambushed by assassins from her homeland. I, owe you an explanation, don't you? What I'm about to tell you is a deep secret. A college secret. But people have died. I owe you an explanation. None shall live 1,000 years. In the Presbyterian, in the south, we were close to the mountains and far from the sun, so we could live forever. Were that permitted? It isn't. The law is none shall live 1,000 years. My father made it 1,011. She grins with the shamefaced pride. Good for him. Bad for his children. The law for me is thou shalt not live for 100 years. I'm out of time. That's why I left the Navy. College will get to me. They always do in the end. And I can't keep letting other people die for me. She stands to go. Will you help me find a way to die well? In battle would do. Or duel. I don't want to go, oh, you know, just shot by a pirate. Eaten by a shark. I want people to talk after I've gone. She offers you her hand. I'm sorry. The adventuress has asked you to help her die properly. You gain 1 pages. You gain 1 secret. Okay. That's interesting. So essentially this game is saying that you can live forever as long as there's no sun. The sun is what kills people from old age. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry for the yawn. Okay, is there anything that we need to get rid of? I can sell the zoops, I don't need those. We can sell those. Because we can buy them cheaper in the south. I do need to sell this gun now. We are clay. No, we used that. Use all those. Use you. Use you. Okay. What's my hold looking like? Not great, but it's okay. Okay. Alarming Scholar. Little present. Thank you for your supplies. Then your lodging. Get rid of our tear. Lodging. Visit study. Is there anything I can build? Oh, I can build the anatomical cabinet. You've learned so much. Now create an object lesson that will guide you in the direction of your enemies. Increase your iron by 7, and the cabinet is an auxiliary item worth a further 7. The conversation piece. In the cheerier watches, sailors who gather round it and point out scars, quirks, and deformations. Mugs of grog in hand, they will discuss the remains as art critics. In a veiled garden, the gallery might discuss competent paintings. Lost, gate, lost. Cool. Yeah, I need a live specimen for that. I could create a will. I probably should create a will. Oh, I got an achievement. Base born and foul piercing. Fouling pierce. The lawyer peers at you like a vulture composed of crocodiles. Come now, she creaks. There's a few years in you yet, but your caution does you credit. Sign here. No, ink is fine. It isn't the brass assembly, which we now have. You now have one of this, an ironclad will. You lost 100 echoes. Okay. We could adorn your lodging with captivating treasure. But this is just passing on, so I don't see the point. Song of the Sea. Z. We're almost there. We don't have a whispering trophy case because I need strange catches. But we can buy those. I don't know how to get a good amount of Z stories where we're still behind. Port report. Yeah. Right, we still need to do that. Okay. The brass assembly. Embassy, sorry. This is Hell's foothold in London. It's warm, bright, and handsome. Every window blazes with light. There is a screech, abruptly cut off from the excruciating anox. We can pass on the wistful devil's information. The devilish has provided intelligence from inside the Brimstone Convention. The aristocrat exiles of Hell. Hell, well, no doubt, will no doubt be interested. A warm welcome. Um, an urban devil ushers you, ushers you into the copper-paneled interview room. There are hunting prints on the walls, but the hunters are devils and their quarries women and men. The devil listens, eyes eyes stippled, stippled to your story, nodding encouragingly. That's terribly helpful of you. Terribly helpful. Could I have the message, please? He reads it with interest. Oh, that's a very good. Allow me to offer consideration to you. Here, for your trouble, bring me more, and I'll give you something else. But, do you mind performing some independent verification? You know how expats can get. Sometimes their imagination runs away with them. Anyway, here's a little present for your source. You gained 150 echoes. You gained one gift from the wistful devil. You carried intelligence to the brass assembly. Okay. Embassy. Not assembly. How did you come here? Yes. Have you been to the Republic then? Did you want to tell me something? Oh, I can tell about fallen London. That's right. A lump of blue scintillac. Oh. The street is spitting. There is something in your throat. It crowded your mouth. It was hard and nobbled as horn or coal. It spoke. Rapid, gleeful sentences in one of the languages of hell. It cuts your lips when it clawed from your mouth. You're in You're in the street outside the embassy. There's a lump of scintillac in your hand. From memories, urbane, not urban. There's an E at the end. Urbane devil told you. You lost one port report. Fallen London. You now have won a lump of the blue scintillac. A lump of blue scintillac. It blazes with radiance, and wars have been fought for less. Is there anything else I can do here? Sell a shipment of red honey to the brass embassy. Maybe it'll weed them off souls, worth a try for the price that they're paying. Or I can give them crates of human souls. Sell a crate of human souls to the brass assembly. On the other hand, devils pay a little better than the merchants of... On one hand, than the merchants of Wolf's Stack docks. On the other hand, you are literally selling other people's souls to devils. Yeah, but why are they in crates? Okay. Dark Spectacle. Submit your reports. Mount Parmesan. Bend Bright. Their Chapel of Lights. Avid Horizon. Frostbound. Codex. Con Shadow. Ask if there's anything they need. Vital intelligence can be created from two pieces of strategic information or created through spy networks and some other opportunities. Okay. Submit your port report, submit a revolution chart. Anything particular they need. Oh, we can sell them Memento Mori to the Royal Navy. Yes, it can do anything. If it can do everything you claim, I can authorize a payment of, let's see, 1,000 echoes. Perhaps you looked a little disappointed, and Her Enduring Majesty's enduring gratitude. London needs this, particular needs. Retrieves from the Emperor of Hands, far to the east. Okay. Strategic information. I feel like I need to start making a network. A spy network in one of the places. I feel like that's probably the best thing to do. The other one I want to check. I can sell lamentable relics to you for money. I don't see the point though. Or I could sell. Oh, I'll do that. 150 for a outlandish artifact. Okay, a visit from Mr. Sachs. Midnight? Because, okay, so I was thinking, we might as well take this, or start taking this on. Because we have explored every place, so we should be good. Midnight. A presence dominates your lodging. Its fur-trimmed robe is the red of blood on snow. Over your chair hangs a familiar brown sack, bulging with offerings. Londoners give generously to the crimson beast of winter. Anything to be rid of it. The figure stares into the fireplace, smelling of soft musk and harsh ammonia. I require a sturdy vessel and a captain. Yours comes recommended. You will suffice. Mr. Sachs take my service. Ancient contract. Words not to be spoken lightly. You may wish to wait until you have explored the main trading ports around London before doing this. We can do this. A deal is struck. The beast withdraws its hand from the fireplace, examining it. Packed lacquer, neath snow. It disappears back into the incarnadine robe. 3 deliveries buys your release. Do not tarry. You have much to lose. Mr. Sachs has boarded your ship. The crimson beast of winter lurks in your hold. You are in the service of Mr. Sachs. Take too much time, and he may take you. Okay. In the service. First delivery. The creature calls for you. It's time to begin. Or we can do, Mr. Sachs, take my apologies. You've given too much. This has to end. What is a promise worth? Hopefully this will be enough. This will end your service, though not amicably. Amicably. Yeah. This costs a secret. No, we can do this. A hunger that can never be satiated. Mr. Sachs is waiting, clutching what looks like a leg of lamb. The meat is rotten. The bone is well chewed. A fool sought a name that devours. It devoured him. A lifetime's wealth wasted on carving that can be never wasted on cravings that can never be satiated. When all was eaten, he stripped the meat from the fingers in search of solace. Still the hunger gnawed and screamed in his belly. He thought this pitiful offering of poison might free him. Debts are so easily paid. Deliver us to Khan's heart or Pigmont Isle. Okay. Interesting. Is there anything else? Oh, I guess I can get a new recruit. Cool. And I think that's all I need to do. Yeah, okay. So Pigmont Isle is here. Khan's Heart is about the same distance. Pigmont Isle is nothing now, so we probably want to do that, as that's a safer route. As Khan's Heart, I'm not sure what that will do. I mean, we can go to Pigmont Isle and decide, because it might tell us what it's going to do. In the service of Mr. Sachs. Okay. Because that gives unending hunger, which I'm not sure what that means. Actually, if we're going to Khan's Heart. Nah. We'll just go to Pigmont Isle. After blowing this ship up. Blue Scintillac fills all your firing solutions instantly. Use this item will not consume it. Oh. That's good. That's a very good hole. You don't even take up space? Can I have multiple of these? We can scuttle her. 5 supplies. Sad. Are you... No, you're just a supply... or a fishing boat. Something waits you in port. Pigmont Isle is a little to the south. Where was it that I was... was it Visage? I think it was Visage that I was hunting the... whatever it's called, the pirate poet. I'm pretty sure it was a Visage. Yeah, I'm not sure where else it would have been. We do need to buy a bunch of candles and go to Eneco at some point too. But I want to finish this because this is connected to the gate. I don't think I mentioned that before. Well, I mean, we've talked about it before, but like not in this session. But yeah, when we went to the gate, this person showed up and we were told something about if we want to progress into the gate, we have to get their help. First, because we need more of these stories. Pigmont Isle, because this place is dead, so... Oh, we can also go to Rosegate as we're nearby. Ruins of Pigmont Isle. File port report. Search for the blue Scintillac. Yeah, it doesn't exist. There's no shops. Delivery from Mr. Sachs. This should be far enough from London. Redirected. Pigmont Isle is in no state to receive this or any other delivery. You will have to take it to Khan's Heart instead. Okay. I guess we don't have a choice. Oh, Rosegate's way south. Never mind. We just want to go north. But yeah, new weapon. Good, strong weapon. But 500 damage is insane. But, I mean, the cost is also insane. Because essentially, it's like, what, 2,000? Oh, 1,665 echoes per shot. Which is insane. I mean, we could grind to do it. But I don't see the point. Also, it takes up, they take up spots. So... I don't want to do that. Are you the pirate poet? You are the pirate poet. Would you like to disappear? Ow. Escape. Rescue pirate poet. 201. Zoops. 3 zoops. Yeah, should be right above. Cons heart. We don't really have anything else we can give them, sadly. We should have picked up a coffee, but oh well, that's fine. We can do that later. Con's heart. Delivery for Mr. Sachs. The hunger that can never be satiated. The copper quarter pulses as the feast rages on. Its people gouge themselves too quickly to taste the food on their lips. Their cheeks bulge and stomachs swell, but still they eat. The white and golds wade in to silence a growing mob before it can escalate further, or set its sights on the royal food stores. Gain 2 menace. You gained 10 drowning pearls. Okay. Second delivery. A prize that became a curse. Mr. Sachs produces a jeweled bird. The thief thought it would bring her riches. Perhaps it would, but when the gracious widow and the cheery man both covet what you stole, mere money ceases to be of certain concern. My brain. To offend one or make an enemy of the other, she sought a third way, a moment of inspiration that came too late. We want no part in this feud. Settle it. Take this to the smugglers of Isle of Cats to favor the widow, or the Cherryman's agent on Mutton Island. I've given your the second delivery. Mutton Island it is, because I like the Isle of Cats. Can we do anything here? Nah. Establish? No, we need networks, a diplomatic agent first, which I don't know how to get. So we go... Okay, where's Mutton Island? That's Shepherd's... Oh, Mutton Island's all the way back to London. Okay, we can do that. I guess I should have my light on. Just to reduce terror a little bit. We do need to pick up fuel at some point. But I can wait for a bit. We can probably just go to Iron Republic at this point to buy fuel, because I'm already at Mutton Island. I probably will have to go to the Isle of Cats, but we're going to try to avoid that. There's something here. Crab. Ooh, Station 3. We can go Station 3. Bap. Dissected. 25 frames. Let's go. We should start increasing our pages more. We already know you. Demand that she leaves her ship. No. Arians for the accolade. Do we have questions that we can do? Could ask all these. Ask where the corpses come from. If you're to be involved in the trade, wouldn't it be better if you knew? A matter of indifference. Here and there, she says. It's not that she's trying to be coy. You don't think she much cares about the answer. Most are from the surface, one way or the other. You think that is all she's going to say on the matter, but after a long time, she adds, it's an old trade. They've been coming this way for generations, to judge by the piles out back. The master made the arrangements. He gained 10 fragments. Your Station 3 trading in long boxes quality is now 4. That's all for now. Yeah, I can't do anything without long boxes. But I don't know a good way of getting long boxes, so we wait. I'm gonna blow my nose. Bound shark. We can kill that. 10 damage. Yeah, okay. So took 20 damage. Not great, but it's something. Examines. Yeah, we've done this before. 30 echoes, 1 hunting, 3 hull, 3 tear. Where are we? We want to go a lot more west. Labyrinth of eels. Another something waits you at port. We do want to progress Station 3, mainly because it's interesting, but also because we need heart iron for Port Cecil, and that's the only way that we can get as far as I know. Yeah, this is about right. But I think we need a long box, one way or the other, to get the heart iron. Heart steel? Whatever, the heart metal. Or it might be just called heart metal. Whatever. But I don't know how to get long boxes easily. Oh, there's a pirate we can kill. Skull her, 2 supplies, 1 fuel, step crate, 3 supplies. Oh, we have tons of supplies, so that's something. Mud Island is south. It's a friendly ship. Should be a crab around here somewhere. Go. After the festival, compile a port report. Take this to the smugglers of the island or the Cherrymen's agent on Mud Island. Explore the beaches. No. This the hill. Nah. Okay, I guess his agent isn't here anymore, which is what I suspected, so... Go to the Iron Republic, I guess. To get supplies and coffee. I only need like 20, I think. Oh no, I only need like 10. But we're gonna get as much as we can. Oh, but I want fuel. I guess we go 20 then. So then 80, so 14 more fuel. That's not a lot of fuel, but we can pick up fuel on the way too. We do have the cash for it, so it's not that bad. Oh snap, it's actually gonna hit me, I think. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, I guess we just go with or the Isle of Cats then. Oh, we can also drop off the stuff at Rosegate then that we have, which is Eelich, whatever, the flint stuff. Yeah, so we can drop that off at the same time. We'll clean up some of our inventory. Iron Republic, Mark of Hungers. Yeah, fuel. Okay. Let's go with 80. Buy. Oh, we can sell ours as Zoops. Gives us a bit more. We can sell some of our supplies as well. Buy 2 of these. Yeah. And then go straight across. A little bit set. Okay. To the Isle of Cats. Ooh, shit. This is a boring one, but it does give supplies, so let's do that. Hey, quick. Scuttle her, get supplies, fuel. Islands. Yeah, it's just east from here. Perfect. I don't know if I want to build the empire in Estaville. It's hard to say, because it's interesting of an idea, but well, the sunlight bit is, but like the actual building of a kingdom is kind of just boring in my mind. I don't know. There's nothing. We're just we're at port. Isle of Cat now. I don't know. It's just any other thing that you could do. I don't see that as much interesting. But I guess we could learn more about the sea because of it, because we have to deal with sunlight, right? So, port. Model port report. We can do that. Delivery for Mr. Sachs. Let's first walk in the Rose Garden. What use is a key if you don't open things with it? The Gardens of Rose and Cages. Two maleficous Malefurers sisters unlock the gate. Your key is mostly ceremonial. Before you is a garden dipped in blood, a sea of petaled crimson. Winding paths lead to irregular rows of cages, each covered in tangles of thorn and vine. Some of the prisoners inside of the cages call out to you. Others mutter to themselves or weep. A few simply stare, hopeless and silent. A sip of red honey. A Malfurious sister is pouring it into a glass of vial, fresh from the honey spinner. You could beg a drop. We'll do that. The succulent droplets hit your tongue and you are transported. You are sitting in the shadow of a spire of polished obsidian. Some children nearby are playing an unfamiliar game involving skipping stones and swapping feather masks. You, in the memory, are peeling the skin from a round, translucent fruit. The sharp taste of it causes the honey sweetness from your mouth. Chases the honey sweetness from your mouth. You taste the ghost taste on your tongue for days after, longed for and familiar. It's all for now. You gain 10 memories of distant shores. Okay, and now we break this, I guess. Oh no. Caught in the middle. King Leopold examines a small jeweled bird with care and a measure of delight. I do not want to know how you came by this. Should anyone ask, you did not. We shall return it to the owner. Yes, such fine craftsmanship. A true one-of-a-kind creation. He cradles it for a moment, and snaps off the head. Delivers this to the widow, he orders, throwing it in at his least fortunate smuggler. We have unfavorable deals to renegotiate. You've completed your second delivery. You now have 1 firkin of red honey. Okay, I don't know what to do with that, but cool. The third delivery. The beast stirs in the hold. Your final assignment waits. A life that was never lived. Mr. Sachs is staring at a small wooden box as you enter the hold. Inside, wrapped in a few pitiable scraps of velvet, is a lock of of blonde hair and a set of teeth, carefully polished, barely used. The winter was harsh. The fire went cold. Later, the mother wished to forget a convenient tragedy. Delivers this to Avid Horizon in the north. You have been given your third delivery. Okay. There's nothing else I can do here. Yeah, we depart. And then we go to... We got a spider last time we were here. I don't know if the spider just constantly follows us, or if it's just a set spawn. I mean, the name is Constant Companion, meaning that it's always following us, but I think I can hear it too. Like, I can't hear it now, but like you can hear it when it's outside your view. Rose Gate. Deliver supplies. Hours of rest. The dogged apprentice does not have a life beyond making cigars. If only for an hour a day, he's glad to spend it with you. Oh, that's nice, but I need an essay. Take a pamphlet. Creation of the cigar. Straightforward challenge, yeah. You need to make this one. New ones. He weighs an eelich in his hand before tossing it into the air. Dense, sturdy, he catches and licks a stone. And well flavored. Perfect. These will make fine tools. I'll make a I'll get to work immediately. He turns and strides up the stairs to his workshop. Hammer strikes ring through the floorboards above. To succeed in Amir's challenging, cultivating a robust flavor, the taste of Moro broth. You lost to ambiguous eelage, helping prepare the robust laborer. A thumping resounds from the workshop above. We need to open this crate, the crotchety tobacconist says. The clayman's already in chains, but we need him at the workbench. I hope you're ready. Okay, we can do that. The crotchety tobacconist and his apprentice stand by with chains as you pry open the crate. An unfinished man glares from within and growls as you begin removing planks. Once you've opened it halfway, he roars and hurls his weight forward. The wood splinters, the box breaks, and you sidestep his charge, letting him run directly into the workbench. From there, it's easy to bind him to the table with heavy chains. Well dodged, Captain. Reminds me of when I was young and spry. His apprentice stifles a giggle. You succeeded in an iron challenge, cultivating a robust flavor, the taste of well-aged wine. Harvesting the robust flavor. A chisel rests on a glass counter. The crotchety tobacconist smiles. We have the tools and the claymen ready, Captain, shall we? The unfazed clayman struggles futilely against his bonds. He shouts threats he cannot fulfill. We will require both powder and shavings, the crotchety tobacconist says. He should provide everything we need for a truly robust flavor. Shatter him. Take up the hammer and chisels. Crack the clayman where the tobacconist has marked. They're not really alive in some ways. I don't know. I have less of an issue with killing a clayman than with the Raz Faber. Probably because we're just killing him, not like just torturing a person. Crack on. You work in a miasma of bitter dust and floral cigar smoke. That being said, I probably couldn't do either in real life. But at first, the clayman's shout drown out the tapping of the hammers. Soon, only the hammer rings out. The crotchety tobacconist grabs a fistful of clay shavings from the shattered left arm. He rubs the clay into a fine powder, sniffs it, and beams. Oh yes, this is it, exactly. Oh, I guess we did kill him. Okay, I was gonna say, did we actually just break off his arm and that's it? Oh, this is it exactly. Robust, but with a fierce bite to it. This'll get into your blood. Thank you, Captain. This is magnificent. The taste of frozen earth. So now we just need the romantic literature. Yeah, okay. Challenge the tobacconist to a game of cards. Business is slow today, as it is every day. The shop's not on the typical trade routes. The tobacconist may well appreciate a game. Magnanimous in victory. The game is close, but his set of jacks drives off your beloved, earning him the victory. He relaxes back in his chair and pops contentedly at a particular fat cigar. Well played, Captain, he says, pushing a box of cigars over to you. Well played. Have one of these. He closes his eyes and draws deeply about, imitating a steady stream of hazy smoke. It smells like a London fireplace, like home you lost to terror. Is it 5 for 2? Because that's really good. Oh, never mind. We don't want to do this. Anger and defeat. They're a cruel queen and a besieged king. You bind his shark. You'll win in 2 turns unless he concedes. Defeat now. He concedes defeat now. The crotchet tobacconist snorts, snatching the cards off the table and flings them into the air. He storms up the stairs to his workshop. The dogged apprentice waits till the door has slammed before scurrying along, muttering apologies. Patience now totals 7. Yeah. Gained 3 terror, lost 10 echoes. Yeah. Okay, we don't do that. I don't hear the spider, so we should be good to just stay under here. We do need to go to Rack, actually, now that I think about it. So we can do that. Rack. Maybe it's a certain number of times of going inside and out of the sea. Go racking. I didn't see where that was. Yeah. Where that was. We can compile a port report, visit the Royal Hall. Many of them come in. You now have 1 scrap. You lost 1 terror. You gained 9 echoes. We can't approach the mirror. Okay. I don't really feel like dealing with... but I should actually see where we were told to go. Rack. Sword, snow. Rack. Gator's Mourn. Okay, that place sucks, but... Putter Pony. This is Khan's ship. I can almost kill this thing, or kill the crew in that thing. Interesting. Loot the Putter Pony. Gain 3 supplies, 1 fuel. 1 Syntellect. This is Assault Lions. Pigmont Isle. No, I want to go to Station 3, essentially. Oh, hey, there's something here. That's new. Knock, knock. A crewman steps into your cabin. His uniform is one of your issue, though the face rings no bell. They do blend together after a while. This, however, does not look like a chap who swabs decks or loads cannons. Beg your pardon, Captain. Permit me to introduce myself. Gervais. At your service, at least while the poor fellow tied up behind the gallery remains regrettably indisposed. Might trouble you for a brief moment of your time before my escort to the bridge. Hear him out. He is at least honest about his dishonesty. A message from London. My gracious employer has grave concern about your guests down in the hold, Captain, and the course to which you are now committed. Blood will spill before this voyage is over, but it needn't be yours. Gervais produces a small vial, crystal. The blood is red, redder than normal blood, almost glowing with vitality. Here's a more bitter vintage. When the time comes, I urge you to choose wisely. A favor from on high is rarely a poor investment. You now have one vial of highly questionable blood. Interesting. Crab carcass. A rigid claw rises from the seabed. A colossal crab lies half buried in the sand. It is only recently dead. Succulent flesh nestled in the brittle shell. Harvest meat from the supplies. Sharpen the flimsing knives. 71 chance. We can do that. Grabbing meat. You load a small complement of your crew out with the gloom. You work swiftly, shattering the claw and twisting the white meat from the underneath. Your crew attack the shell with vigor and hammers, while your bosun marks the time in sevens. You return to your submarine laden with the crab meat. The broken shell is left to the sea. You succeed in the iron challenge. You gain 2 supplies. Okay, not really worth. Oh, another abyss. Does this one? Let's see. Dive in. Receipt the sample of fire. Oh, this is pyres again. Increase your veils. Mirrors by 10, but decreases your veils by. Or increases mirrors by 20, but decreases your veils by 10. Nah, I don't want to do that. Oh, depart. Yeah. No, we have enough mirrors. We want to increase our veils. We can, in some way. So my oxygen like plenty is the answer. Till I hear critter sounds and then I panic. I did hear something to the top left, but I haven't seen anything yet. The vortex. Yeah, there it is. But the vortex is in the way. I guess this one's not, so. I guess I can see what it is. Oh, guess not. Oh, this is a wreck. Yeah, we do this and we go up. A wreck. The wreck waits below. A dark shape in dark water. What caused it to sink, and does anything salvageable remain? Rescue a survivor. The wreck is recent, and a rhythmic knocking from within indicates someone is alive down there. You can try it. Burial by Z. You and several crew don diving suits and hurry to help as you try to clear a safe path to the survivor, though. His struggles grow fantasized. By the time you reach him, he was foolishly consuming the last of his air. There's nothing to retrieve except his remains and lost belongings. You gained 1 supplies, you gained 1 terror, you gained 1 lamentable relic. And then we go up. wanted a shark. I was like, why was I in combat? Oh dear. No, I was on speed one. Whoops. Okay, examines cage, gain 5 fragments, 1 hunting trophy, 2 hull. So it's better to fail that one, because we don't get as much. Oh, I think I get 1 more hunting trophy, though. Ooh, station 3. Go help out here. Actually, I'm just gonna read more. Actually, I need to end too, so we'll do this and then end. Errands, questions. Observing the latest autopsy. There are many boxes piled up under the steepled roof. A young man. He lived just long enough to grow a mustache. All the weight there is. Bibles bound in crocodile leather, sings the acolyte as she works, not quite up to her usual form, you think. The severe is small and perfectly round, and has grown inside one of the chambers of the young man's heart. Poisoned his older brother, the acolyte explains, after. When he was very young, someone accepted it was an accident. And he hasn't quite sure, but he wasn't quite sure it was. You gain 2 favor, gained 1 tale of terror, gained 1 fragment. Okay. I'll save the game, and yeah, next time we'll be going to the north to complete Mr. Sack's quest. Yeah. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Bye.